My name is Paul with Archer Services. I wanted to talk to you today about a new service that we're offering through our irrigation department. Right here, I've got a new controller, newish controller from a vendor of ours, Hunter. They have a controller system out called Hydrowise. That's this controller here. You can see it's not like your standard controller that you see in a lot of homes. There's not the dial and the other buttons here. It's just got this small touchpad. This new controller is meant to be ran over the internet through a smartphone. It allows us to adjust and maintain this controller from anywhere, including our office, which is a new service that we're going to be offering through Archer Services Irrigation Department. We will be monitoring irrigation controllers from our office and keeping up with them throughout the year, making the proper adjustments needed to keep your lawn healthy and to avoid those expensive water bills that have just been going up and up and up. Water costs have just been going through the roof here in the Houston area. So with a properly maintained irrigation controller, it can really keep those water bills down. And then a big benefit is it will keep your yard looking a lot nicer. An overwatered lawn or an underwatered lawn can quickly deteriorate and become very expensive to repair. With this controller, it has several capabilities. One is that, like I said, we can monitor it from the office and make adjustments to it from the office to have it watering the proper amount of time. It also hooks up to local weather stations and makes small adjustments on its own to keep it in check and to also not water during rain events. You can also install a rain sensor so that if you do get a small local rain event that doesn't hit your local weather station, it will turn off your irrigation controller as well. One more thing that we're going to be offering to install that really makes these controllers efficient and hassle-free for you as the homeowner is a flow sensor. All right, so the flow sensor. The flow sensor, we've now moved over to the backflow device for this property. The flow sensor will connect to the controller, but will be installed at the backflow device underground. It is an item that is extremely similar to the meter that you have for your home that the city monitors. The flow sensor will connect to the Wi-Fi controller and it will monitor the amount of water that is going to the controller or going to your irrigation system, and it'll monitor it zone by zone. And this will do several things. One, it will allow us to know how much water is being put out in each area to allow us to make very fine-tuned irrigation adjustments to make sure that areas aren't getting too much or too little water. Number two is that flow sensor will communicate to the controller if anything irregular happens. Say a valve goes out and stops running. Typically, that can take several days or even weeks for a homeowner to find out, or for whoever maintains your property to notice that, hey, this whole section of the yard isn't getting any water and it's dead. Well, the flow meter will immediately send, after that zone runs from the controller and the valve doesn't turn on and no water flows through, it will send an alert to the controller, and the controller will send an alert to Archer Services telling us that we need to come out and service that system on the first time that it runs. And then we will catch that immediately before there is a large section of the property that has died off. On the other side of that, the flow meter will also send alerts if there's a line break, a broken head, or anything like that where it's running too much water. because it will watch and see if a zone is running 500 gallons each day through that zone. It will send that notification if that jumps up to 600. It'll send it to us and tell us, hey, again, come service this property, something has happened. So, as you can see by just these couple of benefits, having Archer Services come out and install the HydroWise Hunter irrigation controller and the Hunter flow meter on your system could result in, or will result in, big savings for you as the homeowner and benefits as far as having a beautiful lawn year-round without having any irrigation issues.